G'day, here's part one of the boat build video. I built the whole thing with aluminium and it's all riveted and siliconed. I didn't have time to learn to weld aluminium and buy a TIG welder. So yeah, just got it done and get us out on the water fishing. So yeah, it took me longer than I thought it would do because we were waiting on aluminium supplies. Being up in North Queensland, it's hard to sort of get anything like that in good time. So hope it gives you some ideas if you're about to build your own boat and want a way to do it without welding. Turned out really good, very happy with the results, and you're gonna see how I did it. So two-part video, here's part one, and enjoy. Can you hold that side for me?
Can you hold that side?
So keep an eye on that side.
Our dogs are crazy.
Oh God.
This is Jamie's beautiful artistic work here. I got in trouble because I wasn't filming it and it's just stunning.
It's laying beads, you know.
Are you happy?
Can you blow that bit of grass off there, quick? Day two of the boat fit out. Got the front cast deck mocked up yesterday. Still got to figure out where exactly I want these, because I'm gonna have two hatches in the middle. Yeah, I've got to figure out how big I'm gonna do them because I need the right hinges to fit. So the whole thing is based around these aluminium U-channels, C-channels, and then 25 by 40 RHS slides in there, and then I'm gonna support under here. These are just riveted in and marine sickered on the front here. I had to brace it on the inside there because this piece was bent way out there. So now she's almost square, not really. Onto the floor of the main deck, same sort of scenario. Got the channel on that side and the channel on this side. There's going to be a big well down the front in the middle, so we can put rods, fish, all that sort of stuff in there, and it should be pretty massive too. I'm just hoping the floor isn't too high for stability issues, but I guess fuck around and find out, don't you? Day two in the bag. Let's see what we've done. So I got all the braces done for the main floor. I changed my plan a little bit today. Got all the braces done, got this centerpiece built, which is a T section and then two of these hollow sections put together, so it's strong as in the center. So I should only have to brace it once right in the middle, in theory, and then maybe some 45s down to there. So, and then over here we're gonna have a lift up compartment on this side, and the same will be on this side. Yeah, and I'm gonna basically do a similar thing with the front deck. It's gonna be basically exactly the same, just a little version. And yeah, hopefully it all comes together. I'm just winging it as I go, but seems to be working. Good old Sikaflex and rivets saving the day. So yeah, see how we go. Day two done. I've been busy. Got all the pieces cut for the floor. These T pieces are obviously going to sit that way. I'm going to have notches cut out so they sit over these guys. The front hatch is basically exactly the same, just a smaller version. Hatches are going to be 350 wide, same as those ones down there. And we're going to have 2 doors that open like this. Got a little bit more bracing to do under here. And then I can start cutting out all these T-pieces so they sit nice. And then fix it all down. And that's the easy bit done. So I'm doing all these cuts with a cheapo $100 Azito drop saw, miter saw. And it's just a normal timber blade, but it eats through this aluminium like it's nothing. It's awesome. Now when you're cutting stuff like this, breaks up into tiny little pieces, comes flying at your face. So don't be a tough bloke. Get your safety sunnies, put them on, and get stuck in. All right, got a bit more done. Got these main sections all riveted in, and started to cut these pieces. So this is what I'm doing, just hacking away at that with the circular saw. Bit neater than using a grinder. So then that fits in nicely like that. So I've got one there. One piece is going to come all the way across to here. Same on that bit. And yeah, it's pretty time consuming, but it looks pretty good. Pretty nice, eh? He's coming together now. Pretty much everything done, just putting some extra bracing in the floor. So I've made these pieces up pretty strong, just a bit of 90. Cut a couple of chunks out of them, and they sit nicely in there. Just riveting and silicone on all of those. Looks something like that. And the floor is nearly done. Framework anyway, very close. Got the front deck mocked up. It's actually basically the same amount of cuts. So even though it's way smaller, it's still the same amount of work. All of these T pieces have been notched out, and they slip over those 40 by 25s. So this is all just mocked up, nothing's in place, because I'm waiting for this silicone to dry. Otherwise, it's going to be full of metal shavings. This front deck is pretty strong, so I'm going to try and get away with just bracing between that L angle and the top there, so I don't have to go all the way into the bottom. It should be pretty good. Watch this space. Might have a blooper at the end of me falling through it. Like a glove. We've got the floor all done, all braced up. Doesn't move at all. So I had the tiniest amount of flex on these end bits, so I had to brace them in the middle. Little L bracket, silicone up against this plate that I've riveted in there, so it's solid as. So when it's all done, there's going to be a door here, a little hatch on that side, and a little hatch on that side too. For this brace of the main floor, I used a piece of 40 by 25, 3mm thick, and I just put that U-channel across the bottom there, and slid him into there. And then the actual RHS is notched out for the middle of that T-bar under there, and then I've just got a bunch of silicone in there, and it doesn't go anywhere. Well, it's been a very productive morning. We've got the front all sorted, just ready to rivet in.